Friends, welcome. We're at the Grand Auto Show in Shanghai. More than 100 new models have been announced. Let's go. The E8 is also being presented. This is a truly top-of-the-line configuration. Guys, let's take a look at the trunk. It's just huge. What a gorgeous finish. Nappa leather, and here there's a wooden insert. Everything is finished to the highest standard. Here we see a full-fledged power outlet, so you can charge devices or connect various equipment. Here's the control panel. There's a cover like this to close it off. Here, we have a compartment for tools. It's just huge. The handles are recessed. The guy tested it properly, immediately checked. How well it closes? Yes. It closes quite softly, and it opens just like that. Oops. Okay. Now let's get inside and take a look. So, the glove compartment. Here we have charging and a screen. Here's the little one testing it too. What's this here? A refrigerator. Three screens, just like everyone has come to love. Sunroof on the roof. Well, it really feels like everything is made solidly, of course. The main materials are leather and wood. Now let's check out the seat. With my height of 183, there's still a lot of space left here. Honestly, it feels like the seat itself could have been made just a little bit longer. What can I say? Mercedes, watch out. For Range Rover. Now let's test out the back row. The seats are very soft. I like it. There's quite a lot of space, but overall I'm speechless. Everything is awesome. Everywhere is Nappa leather. Here it's genuine leather, real wood. Top of the line? Well, there's a beautiful panoramic sunroof on the roof. It opens easily with the push of a button. Please take care as always and stay safe out there, everyone. Running board makes exit easy. The company BYD has unveiled its luxury SUV, the U8L. Only, as the press has dubbed it, this is an SUV for Sheikhs. The logo is inlaid with 24-karat gold, and the interior is top-notch. Guys, this is just the best. Is extremely powerful with 1,186 horsepower. It is positioned as a direct competitor to the Range Rover and Mercedes-Maybach GLS. This is an extended SUV, 5.5 meters long with emblems made of 24-karat gold. Tank turn, emergency floating on water, stability even with punctured tires. Interior set, a 6-seat cabin in a 2+2+2 configuration with premium Alcantara leather materials. Wood eye system, Orts Class A, autonomous driving with 3 LiDARs. Zeekr 007 GT. Company's second station wagon after the Zeekr 001. Voice control.
Spacious panoramic glass roof, and then the beautiful door elegantly opens up automatically, just like this.
and you can also close it. The seats are upholstered in Napa leather, which is very high quality. Here, it's just genuine leather. Below, the plastic is quite good quality. The price of the car starts at around $27,000. There's a projector installed for the screen. The dashboard is covered in leather. The steering wheel is quite large. I think it's very comfortable to handle. It's not exactly round, the shape is a bit irregular. The front seats have built-in back massage. Guys, let's take a look at the trunk. See what you can fit in there. All right. The trunk is quite spacious. At least 2 large suitcases and a small one will fit. So, what can you put here? Some small stuff. Okay. There are various hooks to hang things on. The seat folds forward if you need to transport something large. There are hidden handles here. Let's see how they work. You can just pull it and close it as you normally would, or press the button. Now let's see. How much space is left for the rear passengers? All right. Oh, dang, it's really stiff to fold down.
Oh, okay. Well.
Guys, it's kind of awkward from underneath here. Look, I can't get my feet underneath from below. For some reason, this part is so tight, and my feet won't go in. But overall, there's enough space. The seat is very comfortable. Oh, that's fine. Ha 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 ha. Now our guys have joined in. Subtitles by Dimatorza. That's it.
We can go.
Let's go. Where to? To cafe.
To Vladimirskaya?
Yeah, but actually no. I think I'll head out. You guys go on without me. The guys are getting together at Vladimirsky Central. I declined. Oh, so... By the way, guys, my company Globus supplies premium furniture from China at very competitive prices. We deliver to all countries. We provide turnkey service. All the links are in the description. Check them out. One of Chery's new models is the Po 9L. It features intelligent capabilities and autonomous driving. This is what its front looks like, pretty aggressive. Overall, it looks interesting. The headlight is unusual, with a hint of an off-roader. You can drive it off-road and it will handle itself well. Its dimensions are quite substantial, but the optics are actually interesting. The taillights and headlights are unusual. At the back, we can see a large, huge trunk, most likely with the option for 7 seats. There are 3 seats in the back. It's an interesting model, really. It will be popular. They are generally targeting global markets, expecting high demand for it. Well, in terms of design, it's actually interesting. It's very difficult to show the entire Chery model lineup. There are so many models. Take a look. This concept, with the mirror, there are already quite a few cars at the exhibition, like this. Audi, Mazda, and so on. I think Evadi also has one model like that. T9. What do we have here? Fast and slow charging. In the trunk, it works out to 6 of 7 seats. Well, in the back, of course. Only very small children can sit as passengers. Look how little space there is. Here, in general, it's done pretty well. All right. By the way, this is actually a problem because it's inconvenient, like this. Okay, buttons for folding the seats.
The seat moves forward and backward. The seat is a bit on the firm side, but for this class and at this price, it's basically fine. Leather, velour, plastic at the bottom, regular plastic. One simple screen, simply phone charging. Glove compartment. Another glove compartment, standard. The steering wheel is stiff. Wow. The new Maybach concept. Look at those interesting seats. The interior design is so futuristic, but apparently meant just for two people. In the back, everything is as luxurious as possible with large screens up top. Here the roof is quite interesting. Maybe it will have a built-in solar panel. The front end of this vehicle is actually quite futuristic in its design, featuring sleek lines and a modern look. Yeah. I wonder how much this will cost. Look at how the car looks from the back. Yeah, interesting. They also use transparent glass, like we saw at the Chery stand. The concept designed for trips on Mars. Various lighting effects. I wonder if anyone will want this car. Wow. So what has Yangwang presented to us here? Yeah, as for acceleration, I think it does 0 to 100 in less than 2 seconds, I believe. Minimum speed, well, 330 kilometers per hour, maybe even more. Thank you. It's interesting to see. In terms of design, after the Denza Z9, I think they could share first place. Yes. I clarified some details about the Z9. The maximum speed is over 300 kilometers per hour, and it accelerates to 100 in 2 seconds and 36 milliseconds. So these are just absolutely insane speeds. It also has a suspension that can dance to music. There's intelligent driving as well. But now let's hear an opinion on the third version. Look at what we see. Audi has redesigned its logo. We're literally witnessing history unfold before our eyes. And here they've presented their E5 Sportback model. Very interesting, kind of futuristic mirrors. There are built-in video sensors here as well. So Audi is demonstrating its commitment to keeping up with innovation trends. They've tried to pack this car with as much electronics as possible. But, well, the interior finish, to be honest, doesn't really look all that expensive. Even though this is leather and here it's fabric, well, the sound is good. To me, it feels a bit stiff, especially this area right here. Here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens. Wow, that's interesting. Well, even Audi is now completely adapting to the Chinese market, and this love for multimedia is really vividly displayed here. All right, let's take a look at the back. So this is the button to open it. Let's see how much space there is. Well, there isn't actually that much space. The seats are very firm. Well, I guess it's practical, but I wouldn't say it's particularly comfortable. It's as firm as in some Volkswagen. So what's here? There's no climate control. Panoramic roof, Personally, I'm not too impressed. All right, I'm pressing the button. I definitely wouldn't get one of these for myself. At least inside. On the outside it's more interesting, of course, yeah. All right, let's see how the trunk opens. Yeah, that's interesting. The trunk opens in a rather strange way. And here it is, finally, the Zeekr stand. Let's take a look now at their top-of-the-line model, which they launched just recently. Zeekr X. This is the flagship hybrid crossover, competing with the Range Rover and BMW X7, with a body length of over 5.2 meters and air suspension. It features the G-Pilot HD autonomous driving system, which comes equipped with advanced video drive tour chips that help the vehicle process information quickly and safely. This is a cutting-edge technology, offering impressive capabilities for the year 2022, as it allows for smarter and more reliable autonomous driving than was previously possible. Also, as we look around, look, that's the monkey Gukong, a playful character that brings a bit of fun and personality to the design. Here are books, Journey to the West, a very ancient old book. Overall, at the exhibition, you can see that the Chinese are trying to incorporate their Chinese roots into the design, the restyling, and so on. They're doing a pretty great job with it. At the exhibition, many of the stunning models are deeply inspired by a wide variety of traditional Chinese elements, such as beautiful, ornate vases, richly detailed and delicate symbols of power, and so on. This is the restyled C9 GT model. It's already available in Russia and many other countries. This model has received very positive reviews. Let's take a look, for example. It's very spacious. In the back, the seat has zero gravity. The material is incredibly soft and luxurious to the touch. The windows are beautifully and mechanically operated for your convenience, so you can easily open and close them. And there's also an automatic sunshade closure system. Massage controls are available right on the screen. There are cup holders, another display screen, a faucet, and even a convenient table for your use and comfort. Well, there's a lot of space. The seat is very comfortable and soft. By the way, it's great that they put the chargers right here, which is also convenient. There are two wireless chargers plus a wired one. That's a really cool idea, by the way. Sheikhs. What's here? Here we have access to, there's a fridge here. Listen, this is awesome. The sound system is really good. Here, we see Napa leather. We're talking about the steering wheel. The steering wheel is, yes, not slippery, soft, and nice. In the front, there are also two wireless chargers and a huge screen. There's a panoramic clothes hook, and extra air vents. Climate control. Basically, everything is great. Door release button. There's also an emergency release here in case the electronics fail. So what about the trunk? Well, of course, it would be strange to expect a big trunk, but you can fit one large suitcase and one small one, or two small ones. No, not two, just one. It's a popular model. Personally, I really like it. I like its design. I like how everything is done inside. Many people also note its dynamics. Look at how it looks. Very ingenious. You can feel that the Germans were involved in this as well. Actually, originally, 10% of benzo belonged to the Germans, but they pulled out, and that had an impact on many of the company's designers, and in general it also affected the approach to making cars. This is actually one of my favorite minivans. I really like the Voyeur, and I also really like the D9. I often ride in a car like this. Napa leather, massage seats in the front and back. Yes, The most interesting part is still ahead of us, of course. Russia.
Russia. Perhaps?
Yes.
Well, he's Russian himself. I mean, after all, you know. Yes.
The most interesting thing, of course, is the combination. Looking at the trunk, 2 large suitcases fit in easily, plus 1 small one. If you remove it, it will be even more. The rear layout is for 3 seats. Here we're looking at the maximum configuration. Screens, a table, another table, massage chairs. The only thing I really don't like, sometimes it's inconvenient to get under the seat. The armrest doesn't lift up like that. On the 2-seat out section, there's an armrest that you can sort of massage controls, simulation controls, seat heating. Oh my God, Dad. In the back, so if you move a little forward, it's fine in the back too. There's enough space for your knees. Well, the most comfortable spot is in the center. The car rides very smoothly. It has good handling, good dynamics. What else is worth mentioning about the D99? It's the best-selling brand in China. In 2024, more than 100,000 units were sold. Besides that, they've now entered the Hong Kong market and are planning to expand across Asia and are even considering Europe. But that's still not certain since it depends on demand. The brand itself is really cool. If anyone is thinking about buying a sporty wagon like the Z9 GT or a minivan, I can basically recommend it. It's a good car. There's also, of course, the impressive Zeekr X on display at the booth. It has a pretty aggressive front end and interesting headlights. So let's take a look inside. It's a small car. It's occupied for now. Let's check out the trunk. Here, as usual, there's a shelf. Well, it's fine, nothing is loose here. It's good, nicely done. Here is the leather on the rear seats. So let's see what we've got here. There are 2 types of charging. Here, fast charging and slow charging. Plastic. The plastic is pretty standard. So about opening the door, are there any additional mechanical openers? I don't see any. But right here, in case nothing works, there's an emergency release right here. Wow, so there's a handle here. It's unclear. What about like this? So that's a strange design. It's a little scary to stick your hand in here because what if something bites you? Unusual. I've never seen a solution like this before. These are sporty seats here. Napa. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Yes, yes. Where are you from?
Russia?
Is Russia right? Hand drive?
What?
Right drive. The right side is correct.
Yes, yes. And where are you from, guys? Here with our grandson. The materials here are pretty cheap plastic. There's only 1 screen here, a small screen. But this model most likely won't be very expensive. Overall, it's pretty compact. The seats
are quite comfortable. Not very soft, but overall not bad.
Zeekr 001. Opening now.
But Camry. The door has a soft close mechanism when you open it. Leather. This is Napa leather here. Sport seat with its ergonomic design. Alright, let's carefully open it up now and take a look inside. There, the door very slowly moved by itself, just like that. The trunk. Well, everything here is standard, about 2 large suitcases. Well, 1 big and 1 small. The shelf. I just arrived and it's notifying me again. How you're supposed to keep an eye on your things in there, I have no idea.
Take them out right now, okay?
Right. We're at the Avatr stand. Let's take a look at their most talked about new model, the 06. Besides that, it's also the cheapest, the most affordable model in their lineup. What are the features here? This panel right here can display various symbols, including warnings for pedestrians during parking, as well as alerts for other drivers, which is very interesting. It uses vector graphics here so you can upload different images. The hybrid version can travel up to 1,086 kilometers, while the fully electric version has a total range of 600 kilometers. The price starts at 210,000 yuan, which is quite good for this configuration. Instead of mirrors, there are cameras here, which highlights the overall technological advancement of the model. Let's get inside now. Take a look.
By the way, guys, my company Globus supplies premium furniture from China at very competitive prices. We deliver to all countries. We provide turnkey service. All the links are in the description. Check them out.
Avatr expects this model to become very popular. It will also be available in Russia and many other countries. Hello, your phone is in the car, don't forget it. The girl came out and immediately connected everything. A different one. So here's Napa leather. What do we have here? Let's take a look at the armrest. So here it's just a regular armrest, nothing fancy. Cup holders. The leather feels nice. The only thing I don't like here is that there's a bit of play, but they'll probably fix it since the car is new. I think later on, these joints will be made better here. This here looks more like faux leather. It needs to be clarified. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Here. Is this food grade food?
What?
This is food grade food. Here, I have the links. Here, it's here. Yes, genuine leather, confirmed. This is also genuine leather. Here is plastic. Emergency, release. Now let's quickly sit in the front. Well, overall, the impressions are very interesting. Look, you just pull it and the door opens. This kind of steering wheel. Well, that's a matter of taste. For general turns, it's fine. But if you make a U-turn, your hand might slip. A lot of people write about this on forums, that you need to get used to it. Look, I see a mirror. Yes, there's a mirror here. That's interesting, isn't it? When you close the door, the seat automatically moves forward, and when you get out, it moves back. Let's see what's inside the armrest. Nothing special here. Maybe you can get a fridge installed for an extra fee, which is most likely the case. A massage function in the front seat can be added. Such a long display. Here's the multimedia system, which is basically found in many cars. It's more or less similar, only the interfaces might differ. A large panoramic sunroof above. Well, overall, the impressions are not bad. But personally, it doesn't really excite me that much. But I know that Avatr is also an unconventional car, and it takes some getting used to in terms of driving, and I don't know its overall behavior. Let's just quickly take a look at what other brands are represented, what models are presented. 07, 12, 06. In this sporty color scheme. Also, a very sporty color scheme.
Just take a look at this beauty, at this kinship.
Guys, I just can't walk past it, really. Purple is my weakness. Oh, what a beauty. The steering wheel is leather. It really stirs up emotions. How do you even figure out how all this closes? The roof is so solid too. See you next time. The trim is really good overall. Leather, and everything I do in my own time. MG did a great job. Now let's try to close the roof. Subtitles by Dimitar Zok. All right, here you move forward. Closed. So I have to say, at my height of 1.83 meters, my head is almost touching the ceiling. Maybe that's a downside. Yeah, that's a minus. But now it feels a lot more spacious right away. Nice. I like it. So, what's this? M9. Let's take a look at the front seats. So there are 3 screens up front. Charging port. What's here? Do we have a fridge? I don't see a fridge. There's a wooden panel here. The leather is genuine. This is real leather here. The trim is top-notch. Very pleasant to the touch. The right passenger lobby seat has 0 gravity seating. Overall, it's very comfortable to sit in. The steering wheel is round, not very large, but overall I think it's very convenient to handle. You can also open everything with a button, just like on many of the models presented at the exhibition. One press, that's it, it moves away by itself. It closes very smoothly. You can really feel that the sound insulation here is excellent. Let's try adjusting the seat. Look, you can see how the lower cushion extends, so the front passenger can get as comfortable as possible. And of course, the multimedia is top-notch with connectivity and an autonomous driving system. Everything here is fully loaded to the max, since this is the flagship model. All right, let's check out the trunk. What kind of trunk is it? There are extra fasteners also for luggage, so you can secure or organize things. By the way, I actually like these panels because on some models, first of all, you notice how they open. When you put it back in, it often, let's say, can fall somewhere. Here, everything is well made, fits perfectly. It's built solidly, no wonder. It's a hit in China. Here we see a shelf which can be taken apart like this. All right. It's a bit confusing, but okay, the shelf closes. It's a very pleasant view. Here, we have an outlet. You can put something here to charge, to recharge. This car is 4-wheel drive. Now let's go in, climb inside. Yes, here too, the seats have 0 gravity as well. And now, just a second, look how much space there is. By the way, there's a convenient spot right here under your feet, because in many models, there's often some fabric or leather here, and for some reason, you can't fit your feet in. That's not the case here. I really like this feature. And here by the window, there's something you can use to block the sun, just like in Mercedes and many top models. What's this? Wow. What is that? That's the window dimming. You can make the glass lighter or darker, but for some reason it's not working right now. This function isn't working. Interesting, it's not working. And what's this? What kind of lever is that? Oh, it's
to open the door as well, I see. If the electronic button doesn't work, you can open it using this lever. So it's actually very comfortable to sit here.
The armrest here is very stiff. It opens with a lot of resistance. It's good there aren't any noticeable wobbles or play. At least I haven't noticed anything like that anywhere. Everything is really well made overall. I like it.
So here we have the mixed minivan on display with swiveling wheels. By the way, it's actually quite interesting. As far as I remember, no one else has anything like this. And this space can simply be turned into a place for socializing, for meetings, and so on. Here there's one armrest, but when I sat in the back with my height of 183, my head hit the ceiling. Let's take a look at the back now, especially in zero gravity mode. So here, how does this work, I wonder? Can it be lowered? You can adjust it as usual. The seat position controls, for your convenience, are located right here, just underneath the seat. So there are a total of 4 seats. Well, 5 people, that's the maximum. By the way, the area in the middle with the glove compartment is actually quite large. I wonder, does it move? Yes, actually it does move. Look at that, it's on rails. How? Ah, there it is. You could put a fridge here. Really? Yes, there's a cold fridge here. Of course, basically you can press this button, and there it goes. You can move it, look. Huh, interesting. Well, I don't know how practical this model is in real life, but at the very least, it's definitely very interesting. Let's see how this model sells. As for the finish, overall, everything is done quite well. Here, the materials are nice. Leather? Yeah, by the way, I like it here, and I like this part. Look, there's a bit of play here, but the model is new, so maybe it hasn't settled in yet. What is this block? Let's close the door. What? Let's close the door. Ah, Sheikhs. What is this? You can put a computer here. There is one here. What is this even? What's this?
Maybe it's for some extra lighting? Maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, the interior lighting is probably beautiful. It's actually interesting. The sliding door mechanism, but somehow everything, it feels like they still need to refine it, of course. It didn't even close all the way. It just doesn't work very well yet. Look, there are these things at the bottom. I don't know, theoretically you could even put your foot here. If your foot gets caught, then what do? To me, it just doesn't seem very safe. Well, overall, it's definitely interesting, but how much people will actually like it, time will tell. Timbom, remember, I don't know. We can also take a look at the trunk. Well, the trunk fits 2 small or 2 medium suitcases, or 1 large and 1 small. In any case, it's certainly interesting to note. It's quite possible there will be demand because they're advertising it as suitable for families and for work. For example, by the way, here's a table that's been unfolded. I hadn't seen that before. There's a child seat and a table. How do you put it away afterwards? Everything here moves. Oh, so you can adjust it. Lower or further back. 2 child seats. Zeekr minivan. What do we have here? This version is actually only for 2 people. Look. A zero gravity chair. But they're not letting us try it yet. Zeekr 09. In general, the company Zeekr has also started to change its strategy and now uses not only electric models but also plug-in hybrids because it needs to compete with companies like Lysian and others. Everyone is looking for ways to attract buyers, so there are lots of options and many different models available. One of the most important key factors for a car brand's success, as you can see, we're looking at the most important one. When selling, we took a closer look at the white Geely, carefully considering its features and condition. To be continued, China by the gram as we explore more details, or perhaps to have models to compare and choose from. That are all very soft and good. Sound insulation, soft seats, easy handling, sunroof, spacious, and quite a large trunk, offering plenty of room for all your belongings, with enough space to fit everything you might want to bring. At the car show, where everyone is admiring the vehicles and appreciating the impressive features at the car show. Such a trunk, so much space. Oh, that's enough, enough, truly more than enough for anyone's needs. Set yourself completely free. I don't know what this story is about. 180 people won, and do you feel that I take off on time? For your money, for everything there was. Actually, the fifth one was already there, and the second, and also the third one as well. This is a very gentle, soothing, and mild medicine, truly gentle. In the first and third demolitions, including, I also did it before, Show Group Symphony.
Now here we have another facial rejuvenation procedure, this time performed with Volcone. Changan has officially presented its innovative AeroTaxi concept. Yes, that's honestly very impressive. I'm genuinely amazed by how well that turned out and how skillfully it was done. There is no doubt that girls will definitely like this because it has all the qualities and features that tend to appeal to them. Whether it's the beautiful design, the thoughtful details, or the overall style, it's and there's pixel animation at the back. Cool, most likely you can customize different options, download. Kitty, my plan. Please, Merry Chris. With 6, thank you. A very pretty, big trunk, it really is, certainly. Indeed. Bet. Wood. Classic. All is clear, you can drill. For those who like it, animations and so on. A bunch of screens, steering wheel, not very convenient to make, but it's provided for turning around. At least it's not that. Laser. Liza, Emily, yes, calm down. And plastic. Later, let me see, what material is this exactly? Is it perhaps plastic? Here, this is a plastic part, texture. We have the massage function to help you relax, the real estate adjustment for optimal positioning, the soothing heat feature for added comfort, and we also include the plastic adjuster, which is designed to let you easily customize your experience to your personal preference. And we also have, for example, the standard real estate. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is exactly about the company's presentation.
What did you just say? BYD has unveiled its premium Dynasty D SUV concept, which is meant to combine luxury and cutting-edge technology. The design is very powerful, and the mirrors are like those on Audi with several rows. Thank you. Interesting.
The seat layout I see has only 4 seats. Apparently it's more focused on providing maximum comfort for all passengers in this car. To be continued.
There aren't any details yet. We'll find out the technical specs later. Look at the facelift they've done in the Chinese style. A gorgeous dragon. Here it is on the hood, the L model. Very beautiful. The facelift design. The great wall stand and the much-loved tank. The tank positions itself as a company that combines the power and ruggedness of a vehicle with modern technology. They put the Tank 300 on this kind of pedestal. There's a lot of interest in the tank. Tank 700, Tank 500, Tank 300. It's extremely popular and well known, especially in the CIS countries and beyond. To be continued. So what are we looking at here? Pickup truck. All right, let's try this option. Oh, go ahead. Auto-4T. A huge pickup in terms of size and overall look. It really resembles a Ford Raptor. So how comfortable is it in the back? It's actually quite comfortable from the seats, pretty decent. Now let's quickly check the front. There's a screen installed. Well, it's a pretty upscale finish too, considering it's a pickup. 2 screens. Yeah, is there a fridge here? There's no fridge here. But maybe you could install an extra steering wheel. The steering wheel is very thin, but I think it handles really well. The steering wheel isn't slippery, it feels nice. It's not clear here whether this is real wood or an imitation. Most likely, yes, it's plastic. It's a wood imitation, but actually it looks a lot like real wood. What do we have here? Over there. Look, you can charge some devices. There's a big, fully functional power outlet installed. And this is how it opens. Here we also see a large white motorhome parked on the side. Recently, this has really been gaining popularity among different manufacturers, from Changan and other manufacturers. And a lot of companies are also trying to enter this sector, this segment. Well, this one is already in black. So basically it's the same kind of pickup, just like the one we looked at earlier. Here we have the CS55 Plus, CS75 Plus, and UNI-V models, all from Changan's impressive lineup. Here's the large crossover, the CS75 Plus Ultra. Let's take a look. The quality is quite good, with nice interior trim. Here, the velour is very pleasant. Here the leather is soft. Here it's real wood. It's comfortable, yes. I really like this low armrest, the way it's made here. It seems a bit flimsy, not very reliable. Personally, I actually prefer armrests that are more solid. They stay firmly in place because this type of armrest is, in theory, difficult to make stable from the start. This was done to create a large space in the back. For example, to transport some items or to set it up in bed mode. Now let's sit in the front as well. All right, the steering wheel is quite stiff. The controls, well, there are 3 screens here. They've installed a lot of multimedia here. There's a large glove compartment with power and charging ports for 2 phones. Let's take a look at the trunk.
Yes, yeah, the trunk is just absolutely huge. You can easily fit 3 large suitcases and several backpacks in here, no problem. Well, this is a car for a big family with a lot of luggage. Wow, they've truly carried out an absolutely incredible, remarkable racing style exterior transformation and restyling. A carbon fiber hood. So what's behind me? A Batmobile, you might think. Almost right. This thing will fly up to 200 kilometers at a speed of 150 kilometers per hour. Just imagine, from the city center, in a flash, and you're somewhere outside the city in no time, without any traffic jams.
Is the future really this close?
It's hard to believe. Hongqi. Let's take a look. Oh, I see. They've rolled out a new concept for a rugged SUV. They've never had anything like this before. In general, as everyone can notice, the popularity of rugged SUVs is only growing. Almost every major Chinese brand is trying to roll out their new model, or has already done so. We can't look inside just yet. We're only looking at the exterior. Let's check out their model, the Hongqi HS9, a premium model. Let's take a look at the trunk. Is there no roller cover or what? Ah, it's manual. That's odd. All the cars I looked at today, mostly in this class, have a steering check. A typical standard trunk. By the way, I don't see a charging unit. Usually these kinds of models have a charging port here. He is not here. You need to install some kind of charging equipment, but I don't see it here. I wonder if it closes with a button. No? All of this doesn't really work well. To be continued. There seem to be some issues with the electronics. Maybe the previous owner already broke it? All right, let's take a look at this one. Thank you. It supports fast charging, but apparently not slow charging. Oh, here, the screens are interestingly integrated. It actually looks pretty cool, but this is a really questionable decision. What's here? Apparently, this is for controlling the air conditioners and so on. What's strange is that as far as electronics go, nothing seems to work. Oh, so it turns out you can only sit 4 people here. And there's a port right away. By the way, it's interesting what they put here. Ah, it's a kind of compartment. Well, they definitely experimented here. I don't know if this is really necessary at all. What can you even put in here? 2 bottles of water, maybe? Well, whatever. If you, for example, honestly, I think it would have been better if they made this part softer. If you suddenly rest your head to the side, it'll be hard. Honestly, I don't really like this. It's not entirely clear. Maybe you can only control this screen from here. But, for example, watch a movie over there. Maybe that's the idea. But the materials themselves are solid, well made. Although, honestly, the leather is a bit stiff for my taste. I think they could have made it softer here. You expect something better. The view is panoramic. Interesting, I can't get out. Wow. There are clearly some problems with opening the trunk and the doors. Chinkaimen, why isn't this working? I've tried turning it on, but nothing is happening. Can you please check and see if you can turn it on from your side? I'd really appreciate your help with this. No, try it. Ah. The guy even The guy even did that. Can you actually believe it? I mean, seriously, he really did that. I was honestly shocked when I saw it happen. Okay then, did you see what happened there, did you? Were you watching when it happened, did you?
Yeah, how much does it cost?
I can find you a seller, just a moment. Well, the Hongqi brand, in this case, I kind of didn't like it. Maybe, of course, it's just something that hasn't been worked out yet. And how much is this one? From 58.98 billion to 77.98 billion? Ah, okay. The starting price is from 500. Okay. Ah, the starting price is from 500,000 yuan. But for that kind of money, honestly, they could have done a better job. From 500 to 700 and more. Overall, in terms of design, both exterior and interior, good, except for this screen, yes. And the thing that doesn't open, which they'll just fix later, it looks pretty powerful and aggressive. Sort of, as they position themselves, the Chinese Rolls-Royce. They were among the first to make everything in this kind.
And in general, the Hongqi brand is an elite brand that began its journey in the 1980s. Mao Zedong and other prominent Chinese leaders used to ride in these cars.
Even now, there are several models that are available only, to China's political elite. Wow, what's this here? HS9. A plug-in hybrid. It looks a lot like a Range Rover Sport. Seriously, almost exactly. Look, unfortunately, we can't go inside for the show. We're looking from the outside. In general, the Hongqi company has announced its intentions for a very aggressive global expansion. At this point, they are already present in more than 43 countries with official representations. They want to expand, including building factories, creating 20,000 jobs, and producing up to 200,000 models abroad by 2030. These are the minimum plans, but most likely they'll manage it. So look guys, this is the HQ9 minivan. By the way guys, my company Globus supplies premium furniture from China at very competitive prices. We deliver to all countries. We provide turnkey service. The links are in the description, check them out. It's big and it's interesting to see Europeans walking around, looking and evaluating it in the new Chinese press. Let's take a look at the materials and see what's in the trunk. So there are staff members walking around here, checking things out. Well, let's try to get inside. The trunk is actually there are technologies for people with disabilities. That is, this chair can move inside. By the way, I haven't seen anything like this anywhere else. Now that's an idea. Take a look. Like this. Well, the finish itself isn't exactly what you'd call really beautiful. I don't like it. Probably the main thing to mention here, well, there's this rather unusual and somewhat mysterious remote control device, that you can actually use to interact with the system in several different ways. This remote is specifically designed to let you control it, making it possible to operate and manage its functions from a distance. And that's it. The chair moves inside. Aha. Well, it's very convenient, yes, for people with disabilities. Zeekr 009. To be continued, the company's minivan. Supple leather, soft suede, genuine leather. It all just looks like plastic, so the seat controls are placed on the side. Let's see how convenient that is. So in principle, overall, it doesn't get in the way of your legs, but theoretically, for larger people, it might dig into your leg from the side. By the way, the seam here isn't done very nicely. So is there a table here? No, not a table, there's no table. But actually, I also like it when there's an armrest here. You can lift it up and get out. It's much easier to get in and out of the car that way. Well, the trim overall is good. What are these buttons? What is this for? Well, you could probably put some wires here. Yeah, for example, charging cables. What do we have in the back? So this is a zero gravity seat. Here we have Nappa leather. In the back, basically, the minivans that come from the manufacturer are more or less
based on Euro 5. Like, that doesn't mean anything, I just said like. As you can see, this minivan still generates quite a lot of excitement despite some possibly controversial decisions. Well, and all Chinese, or rather most Chinese car manufacturers are focused on smart driving and safe driving. There are lots of sensors and LiDARs in every car. They're literally competing with each other. BYD announced a new UCM model in March of this year. They position it as a luxury sedan with the passion of a sports car. 1,300 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. Impressive specs, aren't they? The starting price is $86,500. So what do we have here? All the cool Yangwang features. Tank turn, crab walk, drift parking, and so on and so on. 5 screens Napa leather, and just insane performance. Yeah, let's go inside.
Oh, whoa, I already like it. Armchair. The seat immediately adjusts to me. By the way, the seat here, the cushion, seems a bit longer than in many of the cars I looked at today. Very comfortable. The steering wheel, well, the steering wheel is nice, quite large. The screen, typical for Yang, for charging. What's this here? A refrigerator, look, down to -6. Really? Here it is, right here. A refrigerator at -6. There are extra charging ports, cup holders. Here, woven leather. Look at this material, a more premium option. Napa leather. Honestly, there's no need to even mention this anymore. I think in most halfway decent cars, all this is already standard. Well, not exactly. Well, of course, at a premium level. Here it's leather, 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 woven leather, plastic. Maybe, by the way, something is displayed on this panel here. I'm not sure. Glove compartment. Screen tap. Here's a spot to sit in the back. It opens with a button. That's it, the seat moves back immediately. Light interior, but that's a matter of personal taste. I don't really prefer a light interior for sedans like this. I might have chosen a different color. Maybe beige would have suited it better, or maybe something more reddish. What do we have here? Here is a mirror with light. The seat has a sporty character, like this. Odds and ends, magazines, and other things. Electronic controls. Let's see what's here. The armrest is actually quite large and extends out. The controls, yes, with massage controls. Here are cup holders. Bless you. And what's this? What? Oh, another one. No one. Access to the luggage compartment, into the trunk. Yes, access to the trunk, to be continued. There's something else here. Here, look, here we see a refrigerator. Yes, down to -6 degrees. That's it. Press the button, it closes. Subtitles by Dima Torzog, very pleasant material. The seat is very soft, it feels great. A hook for clothes. Look at the trunk from the back. Here, as on many models, there's a spoiler that opens when you start the car. So, well, the trunk is probably very small. Yeah, well, one big suitcase and that's it, along with a couple of bottles. Nothing else will fit in here. But that's all standard. Everything looks pretty much the same. By the way, this part, it's more convenient that it doesn't come out, right? I like it this way more than in other models, because otherwise when it comes out, it can bounce around or come off while driving, and that's not great. But here, it's made securely. And at the same time, you have access to the cool compartment. Denza Pavilion. I really like this brand. At the entrance, we see the D9 minivan, it seems. Now let's take a look. Something even more interesting awaits us. Just look at this design. Denza Z. A German designer was involved in creating this electric sports car. He previously worked for Audi and also participated in Lamborghini projects. The design is very aggressive and beautiful. This is an electric sports car for 4 people. Judging by the type of tires installed, the top speed will be up to 300 kilometers per hour. Positive acceleration to 130 seconds. The horsepower is 1,000 or even more. In terms of design, the car with the pink accents is the one I like the most beautiful design I've seen here. I just want to get in and sit behind the wheel, but they're not letting anyone in yet. Just look at it. Remember when we all played Need for Speed as kids and there were cars like this? You'd upgrade them to the max and get so much enjoyment. This car really reminds me of that. It is exactly that kind of vibe. It brings together the best elements from many top sports cars. I'm honestly, truly, absolutely, completely blown away. An absolutely amazing, truly impressive car.
Guys, it wasn't easy, but it 40,000 steps, 8 pavilions, models. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. This was Matvey with you. Elite, high quality, carefully crafted furniture from China. Goodbye, everyone.